Hey everybody.
What's going on?
Hi.
Hey, what's the
It's good to see
vibe?
you guys.
Good to see
Hopefully you're
everybody.
dry and not in a flood.
Okay, right. I hope everyone is being safe out there in these roads, especially in
Hi.
Charlotte. Okay. Oh
It's
my
wrong
goodness.
out there.
Okay.
It's
And
real
it's
wrong out
wrong this
there.
week.
Hey, Regina.
Regina's in already.
Hey, Regina.
Hey, Regina, what's going on, girl?
Y'all know how we do.
Super excited.
Y'all know
They
how we
already
do.
beat you to it. We was at 11 when we first came on.
Oh, well, y'all know how we do. Tag your friends, tag your mothers and your sisters and your brothers and your family and whatever. Share us. We like to be shared. Share us.
We do.
We do.
Yes.
We are
We do
live.
like that.
We are live in the garage. My red light is on. That means that we are recording. Shout out to my bitch T.S. Madison. Shout out to my bitch Tammy Rowland and everybody else that's out there. We
No
appreciate
shade.
y'all.
Hey.
Okay.
So,
Hey.
before we get started with our fun topic today, I do want to let you guys know that, listen, Saturday is the day. If you have not got your tickets for Gay Bingo, it is not too late. Go out and buy your freaking fucking tickets.
Say it.
It's going to be an awesome show. I gave y'all a little,
Heard and said.
I gave y'all a snippet like 2 weeks
A
ago, if I'm not
snipple.
mistaken. I know I said a snipple.
Sniff it.
I gave y'all a snippet 2 weeks ago, with me being in drag. So
You did. You did.
a little sneak peek. So if y'all want to watch that,
What's the
please go
vibe?
on and buy
Hit
your
somebody
ticket.
up. You might be
Um,
able to, do what you do.
and for the platform and for anybody that is watching right now, what I'm actually going to do for you guys to make it easier, I'm actually going to just put the link inside of the comments. So if you want to buy a ticket,
Oh my God. I don't like it.
so
Uh-oh.
oh, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry.
Doobie
So
doobie
if you
doo.
want to buy a
I want to
ticket,
pat
you
your
can click
feet.
on the comment with that link or copy and paste it inside of your URL. To go purchase your ticket. It is virtually been done virtual this year, so you can watch it from the convenience of your own home. You can bite motherfuckers over, eat, get your little
All
platter,
that.
all that, have a little
All that.
party, have a watch party and things like that.
Make sure
Um,
they tested negative for COVID.
Thank you. Yeah, I love you, Bryce. Stay on it.
Yes. No
That
shade.
part.
No shade.
Okay.
Shit is
Um,
getting weird.
Hello?
so just buy your ticket again. You can watch it from the convenience of your own home. It's going to be something that's been done virtually to this year. You can buy a ticket. They're going to send you a link. You can just put it and stream it to your TV and have fun with us tonight. Let me say this. I had fun filming. I'm going to have even more fun watching. So
I
come and
can't
watch with
wait.
me.
I got a ticket. I
I am
can't
so
wait.
excited. Last year was my first one, so I am really excited this year.
Yes. This
I
should
had a
be
blast last year.
epic.
Oh,
Epic.
here's what you went for.
Triumph, victory, messiness. It's the virtual games of Gay Bingo. Join WCCV Charlotte CW and Rain for a night of online fun in support of those affected by HIV in our community. Saturday, November 14th at 7 p.m. Visit gaybingoclt.org for tickets.
That is
Baby, that makeup.
gaybingoclt.org for tickets.
Go ahead.
It's the makeup for me.
It is. It's definitely the makeup for me. Yeah.
It's the tricycles for me.
Those were fun as well.
Okay.
And I'm not going to forget our sister program over there at Crew.
Yeah.
How y'all
Hey,
doing?
LA boys.
How y'all doing? It stands for Community Empowerment, Community
Resource empowerment wellness.
Wellness. Oh my God!
Yes.
I got you,
Hey,
baby. It's
it
all
never
good.
happened to me
Guess what,
before.
you guys?
I don't know. My head all over the place. Sorry.
Let's say it's all good, Johnny. I'll take over. You already know the vibes. Y'all already know what I give. It's your boy, Shawn, a.k.a. Buddha. Y'all know me. Okay, of course. I am the peer outreach specialist here with Rain and with Crew. I specialize in harm reduction as it relates to substance use. So if you know anyone that's dealing with any of those issues, even when it comes to mental health, please send them my way. Let's sign them up for services. Let's get these people in this community some help because we all need a little help. We all do.
Stop making Black people feel like they can't go to therapy.
Thank
Fuck
you.
that.
It's okay. You're not crazy.
Go talk to somebody. You'll feel better.
Oh, you crazy because you're going to therapy, chat? Well, I guess everybody crazy then, huh?
Everybody is crazy, but we're not going to talk about that tonight.
Right.
You know,
Hi, everyone.
crazy is relative.
I'm the parent teacher specialist at Rain. You know what I do.
Yes.
You're positive. You've been out of care. Come on, take my hand. I'll take you back to the doctor where you need to be.
Pull them in.
Also, if you're newly diagnosed, I get you into care and I help you navigate your care. We're going to help you get adherence to your medicine. We're going to show you the ropes. I'll case manage you, whatever crisis is that you come through with. I'll help you fix them.
That's right.
Come on, Zion. Call my number, period.
I'm Patrice. When you can see me, I am the PrEP case manager. I get people enrolled in PrEP for little to no cost for people in the community that would normally not be able to get PrEP. I also case manage. I help a lot of kids finish high school, do resumes, get jobs, whatever it is that you need to live your fullest life, your best life, happy and moving forward.
Live fully.
That's my girl, y'all.
With or without. Huh?
Okay.
Who that man up in that pink shirt?
Oh, he tried it. He just
What's his name?
Corporate up there. You mean the corporate up there in the corner?
The corporate.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm
in the
Johnny.
corner.
Hi,
In the
I'm
corner.
Hi, I'm Johnny. And I am a part of the outreach team, and we're here to educate. We're here to promote positive sex practices and sex acts, and we're here to test you. We're here to help engage you in your own sexual practices and help navigate that and whatever that may look like.
Empower your own sexual style and life.
We're here to, if you are positive, we're here to help, and if you're negative, we're here to help as well. So here we go.
I'm gonna say something real quick. Johnny don't give himself as much credit as he needs to, but y'all, this is the.
Oh, he likes to be hiding out in the back.
Yeah,
he don't want to say what he really is.
Yes.
That's why I put it on the little banner for him, and he's over it when I use it.
We love you, Johnny. We love
We're gonna let you live. It's cool. We're gonna let you live.
He said, "Can I live?"
I want to introduce our new segment that don't have a graphic yet, but it's okay. I want to talk about. Let's listen up with Shawn.
Okay. I want you to listen up and talk to me nicely. Yeah.
Oh. That's where we are right now. Okay. Okay.
Listen, y'all. So listen, we're gonna jump right into it. I've been ready to talk about this stuff for like a couple weeks now. It's been some stuff going on. So the first thing I'm gonna first touch bases with. Have y'all heard about Zonique, which is Tiny's daughter, who is married to T.I.? It's their oldest daughter. She's pregnant by Izzy, the rapper, and this is her first baby. How do y'all feel about that? Like, give me some insight. Like, what? How do y'all feel about that? Like,
are you talking about?
I don't care. I don't know them people.
Are you talking about baby mama culture? Because I had
like with the whole, because a lot of people feel like she's too young to be having a baby. You got some people that's in the.
That's obvious.
I mean,
I'm here for it. I don't desire marriage, but I do want children. Yeah. So I'm going to be that person that feeds into that baby mama, baby daddy culture.
But don't you want to be mature enough to have your child? It doesn't matter if you have a baby mama, baby daddy. It matters if you have an adult relationship. If y'all can have a kid together and motherfuckers not trying to trap you off, then you can be civil and have a child. It can be done. But, if some people have ulterior motives,
I feel like when you're in the limelight, like when you're a celebrity and you have that type of, that platform, people are always constantly looking at you and judging you based off every move and thing that, everything that you do. So with her being the age that she is right now, the reason why I brought this up is because it's controversial with that, with this age thing. They feel like, she's not of age. She's practically, I think Zonique is what, 20?
She's 25.
I thought she's like 25. Like
I thought she was a teenager.
No.
Never mind.
So
scratch all of that.
They get that mixed up with the OMG girls because she was a part of that group and at that time.
But that was like 8 years ago.
But people still, but you know what I mean? It's an image that she's left with. She was a part of OMG girls, so everybody thinking of that baby mindset, like she's not supposed to grow up and live and have kids or have start a family of her own. They're stuck in this mindset of thinking like, oh, that's T.I.'s daughter. She's not supposed to have a baby right now. She's too young. And like, I just I find that to be really bogus.
Oh, she's
but
supposed to be married.
But I do think too. I do think that when you do grow up in the public eye like that as a celebrity, and you're introduced to us at a very young age, like Tina and Tamara will always be babies to me. Even though they're older than me, they're a lot older than I am. But I grew up watching them as teenagers, right?
I'm stuck with that.
I'm stuck with that. So when I do get a glimpse of them having babies and married and having an adult life because they are fucking adults, it's still like, what? Like
people grow up, people change.
Like how dare them get a life and start having kids? Even when let's talk about it. Let's talk about Brandy, right? When Brandy had to hide her pregnancy and hide her baby,
and lie about being married,
and lie about being married
because she portrayed that goody image. That was part of what she was selling to people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Same thing with T.I. and them family. They have a show and they kind of have this like misconception of how their families ran and how they do things, like because they've had their platforms to really show what they do. As far as their daily lives and things of this sort. But I just feel like I don't know, like Zanique, she's a grown woman. I feel like she should be able to live her life and do her thing, like and just
exactly like everybody else.
I'm happy for her, truly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, I don't know her, but 25, you're an adult. You need to be making your own choices.
Your own choices, your own decisions at that point. No shade, no tea. All right, so we're gonna jump into the next one because y'all know I like to keep, I like to bounce around. This one is a little bit more touchy. I know y'all probably don't too much care to talk about this, especially if you're not really into like some of the new artists that are out right now. But Asian Doll, who was dating Vaughn. Vaughn was a up and coming rapper that a lot of people were starting to listen to and get accustomed to with their music. Music has been played on the radio stations a lot here lately. He was killed. I'm not exactly sure the full story, so I'm not gonna like give what I think. But what I've heard and what I've read on the internet is that it was a fight that started out at a club that he was at. The guy that he got into a fight with left, came back to the club, and ended up shooting him.
I used to say that all the time. You fight somebody, you beat them up, and then they come back and shoot you because you beat them up. That's why it's always good to not always entertain a fight. You do want to stand your ground. You still want to still be respected, so that you're not supposed to be disrespected. But some things don't always end up the way it's supposed to be. People out here are shiesty. And
especially when
it's not like you can take your L in peace and move forward. We live on social media now. You get beat up, everybody's gonna see you get beat up. So now you got a point to prove. You just got your ass beat over the internet.
There's a lot of entitled people
that
feel like it's okay.
Yeah,
that's one of the things that I've noticed the most about the younger generation. They don't know how to take an L. Right. You know what I mean? Like when I was younger, you fight, eventually you'll either get over it or you'll fight again. It's not like that anymore. Now you fight, you got parents jumping in the fight, you got motherfuckers filming shit, cheering people on, like
that's what gets me. That's the
like you can't even if it wasn't on social media, they can't take an L and then they feel like they got to be more and more macho. Like it's really unfortunate.
Yeah. I think it's really sad that it's in our community of Black people.
It can be the ego, but I don't know if it's feeding off the ego or trying to feel self-worth. Because I think it's overdone, so you never really know.
Right.
And I mean, and I 100% agree with Patrice. Things like that. Like when the little thoughts that I do have with my dad, it was very much of like I knew how to protect myself, and I knew that nobody was going to try me. But in that time frame, and I'm not that old and things like that, but I don't consider myself young either. But there was a pocket of neighborhoods that still value a fight. We're gonna fight. I get beat up, it's fine. You get beat up, you're fine. But also, my dad did get involved, but not in the way to where it was like he was involved trying to fight, the other parent. If he didn't see me fight, because he want to see it,
Right.
I fight
Right.
again. And
Right.
things like that. Whether it wasn't about me losing or winning. He wanted to see, you know, the whole situation, things like that. But I do agree with Patrice. I do think that nowadays I am a little bit more hesitant to fight anybody because I have so much more stuff to lose. People will come to your house
Yep.
and shoot up your house.
Yep.
They'll start tearing up your cars. Like,
And find out who you close with and start antagonizing people like family
it's too
members and
much.
stuff that ain't got
Yeah.
nothing to do with
That's
it.
why you carry a knife everywhere you go, so you can stick them right when they fuck up.
We don't want to catch a charge.
Don't want to, but
that's not a charge. As long as it's not in the stomach, you're good. And if it's below the knee, it's a misdemeanor.
Oh my! You know what?
Because I missed dementia.
I read all of the things.
I am weak.
I just seen it a lot. I seen a lot of times growing up where somebody will beat another person up, and then 2 days later that person gets shot and they die. Like,
what? I feel like that's been a lot.
I've seen that like 4 times in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Especially here recently, yeah, it's definitely been it's been heavy in the community here recently. Like,
and the fact that
he
came back to the club just to shoot Vaughn is a whole nother
situation.
That's normal. I mean, that's the average story. That is the story. 935 can tell you that every time somebody got shot out there, that was the fucking
it was because of a fight. Yes, God, no shade, no tea. So let's wrap it up with my last little piece real quick. Now, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to social media or been paying attention to like The View or I think she was just on I think it was Ellen, if I'm not mistaken.
Did you say The View and Ellen? Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Her name is Evie E. Y'all know Eve from Rough Riders. She recently was just discussing her husband and her new family. The husband is Caucasian, he's white. And
for a while.
And then the kids were on the talk show and they were video Skyping her and they call her mom. And a lot of black people were a little thrown off by like this. I think this guy has like 4 kids, if I'm not mistaken. And none of them are with Eve. He has 4 other kids and they all were calling Eve mom. And people were just really being mean to the whole, like towards the situation, saying like they shouldn't be calling her mom, that they're not even black, and like literally going, it was a whole race issue with this whole thing with Eve dating this white older man with these 4 kids. And I'm just literally
living her best life.
Thank you. And
I mean, they've been together since like right after the show, but I think that the problem is in the black community, everybody is used to seeing black men with white women. And then they get mad when it's a black woman with a white man, because we're not supposed to go behind or be with anybody else but a black man, regardless of how that man treats you. And then they're mad when they go out and find people that are, college graduates and people that want to do the shit that they do. Not to say that anybody else can't, but you can't hate on anybody. Just like you can't hate on the black dude that marries a white girl. You can't hate on that black girl dating that white dude. I dated a white dude in college for 3 fucking years. Had a great time.
Yeah.
In the same way, people were mad when they found out Kamala was married to a white man. They were livid. Okay.
I think that's hilarious.
Do you think that because she stopped making music and whatever, and then when she got with that man, her music did change, and we are not going to.
She changed because she wanted to, not because she had to.
All right, but one thing she did say, and I do remember a old interview that she was in, that he met her, but he knew none of her music. Like he didn't know who she was.
I was about to say that.
Things like that. So
yeah. I think that definitely plays a big part in it too, because a lot of people are presumptions of like preconceptions of people thinking they go into a situation.
That ain't what you want, baby.
I'm looking for a Chinese right now.
That ain't what you want.
I am so weak, yo. Like, like I'm
a little Thai, a little Vietnamese,
You don't want none of those things.
Yo,
trust me. You will be angry. Just let it go, bro. Let it go.
I'm writing down my diary.
I did,
Yeah.
but his grandmother called me a nigga, and I yeah, I understand.
Yes.
Oh, they threatened to disown him when he took me home for Christmas.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's deep. That is very deep.
Um, so we just had a nice listen up with Shawn segment. It was wildly successful. What listen up with Shawn segment? It was successful. I appreciate it. It was good.
Not wildly successful.
It was. It was very
It
successful.
really was. I enjoyed myself.
Okay.
But I'm gonna actually we're gonna move on to the main topic for tonight.
Ooh. We're
Shawn,
talking about gender, identity, and sexuality.
Because they're not the same thing.
They're not. And let me say why I wanted to bring this as a topic. I was scrolling on Instagram and there were 2 trans women.
Oh my God.
That are now in a full committed relationship, showing display of affection and everything. People within the gay
beautiful.
Community, I loved it. People within the gay community that were commenting under the post weren't understanding or weren't even trying to understand and were judging and saying like, how does this work? Like, how is it that 2 trans women go together?
It's none of your business.
None of your motherfucking business, bitch.
Oh.
It's none of your business.
So me wanting to educate the community and people just on the matters of what gender identity and sexuality is, so that we can have a better understanding of when you see something out of the ordinary and you think it's not okay, it's okay. It is none of your business. To be technical, I'm just being honest. But I just want I want to break it down so people can get a real logical standpoint of how this works and the terminology to use when it comes to certain individuals or things. Okay?
Right.
So, we're going to bust them down first off with what the hell is sexuality?
Who you're attracted to?
Let me ask you that, Bryce. Go ahead and finish, Bryce. Break it down a little bit for me. What you think sexuality is?
I would say sexuality is who you're sexually and romantically attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
Sexuality could be how you express your sexual behaviors also, and sexuality could be identifying what you like and what you consent to.
Okay. I like that one. Okay, Patrice, bust me down. Bust me down. What you think sexuality is?
Let me see.
Well, to me, it's a little bit different. I think sexuality is about empowering your own sexual self and being able to enjoy sex without necessarily being in a committed relationship and being confident in your own sexuality. I don't think it's really necessarily about who you're attracted to all of the time or romantically attracted to, because you can have sex with anybody. You know what I mean? I could have sex with a female. I really don't like pussy. But you catch me on the right day, some strange shit might happen. So you never know.
Okay. What about you, Johnny?
I think sexuality is just how we express ourselves sexually. I think that that can be involved. I mean, that can be a host of different things through our emotions, through our physicality. I just think that it's just the way that we express ourselves sexually is what sexuality is.
Okay.
So I kind of align with what Patrice and Bryce kind of said. Actually combine, honestly.
I was gonna say the same thing. I would, before I read the actual definition, I would definitely agree with Bryce and actually all of y'all with everything that you said. That's kind of basically what I feel like sexuality is, like just being able to express your sexual side or your attraction when it comes to a person or thing. You never know. So, but the definition I was given for sexuality is a person's identity in relation to the gender or genders to which they are typically attracted, which also relates to sexual orientation. Okay. So to break that down a little bit and how I took that, if I decide to say that I'm a black male who identifies as non-binary, okay, I got so many confused faces to my family when I said I was non-binary because they didn't know what the hell non-binary was. And we're gonna get on that a little later. But I'm just saying that's what I was telling them. They assumed that because I said I was non-binary that it meant something in the form of being bisexual.
Yeah, because I can hear when your uncles be like, "So you like boys and girls?"
Bryce, stop.
I can hear it now. Black people, I can hear it now.
No shade. Like for real.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Lord.
That's funny that you said that though, because I kind of look at a situation when you go around straight people that may not know correct terminology to use, and they ask questions, and they're not asking questions to be funny. They're literally asking questions.
They're literally like,
know. They're trying to learn. So if you take time out to educate yourself on what sexuality is, and gender identity when we get off this live, then please, I would recommend doing that so you can have a conversation with your family or friends about, you don't even have to have a conversation. It could be something you just learn for yourself, to be honest. You know what I mean? But just be able to explain yourselves. All right. Oh, so all right, Johnny got the next question up already. I love this question right here. This is something that I was pondering about so long about this topic. Is it natural to be confused or question your sexuality at a young age? And what I mean by young age, let me clarify, people. Around the age range about between 8, I'll give you between like 8 and 12. Maybe, but I would tell you about 13. Let's go right before the teens. Between 8 and 13. Do you think it's okay to question or be confused about your sexuality at that age, around those age ranges?
So I do want to actually widen that range. Can you hear me?
It's like breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I do want to widen that range only because a lot of people would attack at 8 being so young, an 8-year-old being so young about exploring sexuality. And I can understand that. However, y'all know my story.
Yes.
But I can understand that sometimes mentally an 8-year-old hasn't even gotten that far yet. Exploring that. So I do think that we can probably push that age up to maybe like 10, 11.
Okay.
Up to maybe 16, 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do think that there's a bunch of experimenting that's taking place at that time frame.
Yeah.
So
I always knew I liked boys, but I just started thinking about sex until I was like in middle school. So 7th grade, so like from 6th grade down, I knew I liked boys, but I didn't I didn't see them as sexual. I just preferred them. If that makes any sense. Like just preferred to, over girls, because girls got on my nerves.
They got on mine too, Bryce. It's all right.
Okay.
I definitely went through my confusion stage because it was like I'm supposed to like this. I'm supposed to be attracted to this, and only this. And I was in a sense, but long term wise, even at 12, do I really see myself with a woman long term?
No.
Yeah.
Like I had a girlfriend, but I mean, like, bro,
I had a girlfriend too.
Oh shit.
I do think it is natural to kind of be confused in regards to what you like and what you think like that. But I do think that if we want to talk about this, we have to break in the concept of nature versus nurture, right? Nature versus nurture. What is your nature? Then what are you nurtured to do? And what is it in your actual authentic nature to do? Because we nurture to do a lot of things that we just fall right into.
Yep.
Society says that's what we want, or our parents say is what we have to do, and our natural reaction is not that. So sometimes people think that sexuality is an influence, like somebody made you gay or somebody made you like boys, and things like that.
Yep.
All of that can be so confusing.
Because I remember my whole childhood, just men in my life trying to make me more masculine. Because I've always been like a femme. Like, why you hold your hand like that? Because it's comfortable like that. Like, leave me alone. Like,
I'm weak.
That's it.
But
so
no,
I definitely. I've been nurtured to be more masculine. There was a time when I was trying to be trying to be like the trade. But I'm like, girl, I'm so over that. I'm so over that. Like, it's whatever. Taste the rainbow.
It is fun to do that.
It is. Tasting the rainbow is fun. Just make sure you use protection. But anyway, yes.
What were you about to say, Shawn?
No, I was on the lines of what you were saying too. Like you said, like somebody can you was influenced or somebody was teaching you not, either to be gay or not to be gay, whatever the case may be. But a lot of times, I know with me growing up, I heard a lot within my family, like, oh, because I was touched by a man without consent at a young age, said that's the reason why I'm gay. That's the reason why I'm attracted to men, because of me being touched at her. And I explain to people all the time.
I've heard that a lot.
Bitch, that's not the reason.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. Not even close.
If somebody
right.
Me, I was like, no.
Yeah, like
nobody touched me. I'm gay.
I know what I'm sexually attracted to and what I like. That's because of what happened to me as a young child. Okay, yeah, I might be traumatized by that, but that has nothing to do with me wanting to further, because I've dated growing up. I've dated girls. I've almost had a baby and everything. Like, I've had sex with females. That's never been an issue. I haven't always been gay. I started literally messing with guys at the age of 16. So like, before that, I did question my sexuality because it was forced on me to date females. It was like, you gotta date. My brothers around me, they real hardcore. They like, nah, you ain't about to be no faggot around me. Like, you about to get a girl. So it's kind of like I went along with the flow too, but at the same time,
peer pressure.
I wasn't attracted to females. It's just that it wasn't on my timing. I was doing it because I was around other people. So
yeah.
And the gag is they be the main ones throwing the bag. Like, I don't get it. Don't trade boy. Shut up, Bryce. Shut up, Bryce. Oh God! I be thrown.
Okay.
That's when you get into your gender expression versus your sexuality.
Right.
Yeah.
So wait, Patrice.
Huh?
Where you at with this question?
So I'm a little weird. We all know this. I probably didn't start looking at guys till like 10th grade. I never questioned anything. I was a big ass tomboy. I did all the things the boys did. It wasn't, that shit didn't hit my head until like maybe 10th grade.
Okay.
Like, I was a virgin until college.
So before the 10th grade, you weren't really attracted to males, or like you weren't attracted to nothing?
I didn't think about sex at all. That wasn't a thought to me.
Fair game.
Yeah.
Wow. So pure.
Yeah.
We kind of touched on this already, the stigma behind sexuality. I think that we kind of touched on this in regards to our story wise, but to kind of bring it home, I do feel like that there, you can't even, like you said, you can't even talk about it at your dinner table, because it's so like, like you're talking about how you like.
You can't even talk about sex at all.
Right.
Well, in my house, you could, but
because you grew up in a very sex positive home, as you like to say.
But it definitely wasn't discussed in mine. It's like,
and then also the language that we developed or that has been developed for our youth nowadays is a lot easier for when we was back in the day, because half of this even we here talking about gender expression as if it's just shit wasn't thought about like just 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, we was not having this conversation. Let's just be like, we was talking about this stuff. We didn't have the knowledge, the background. We didn't have none of this to even talk to. So a lot of our experiences are a little bit different than our younger babies that we call them and things like that. So
but I also want to shout out the people that always lived in that truth even 10 years, 20 years ago. There are people who always been gender expressive.
I appreciate you.
People who live their life, the gay people who always live their life.
I do, and I appreciate, and I really 100% appreciate you saying that authentically, because there are a lot of. Let me tell you something. even before me, like people went through it trying to be some authentic self. People had to change who they were authentically, really, so that they can forcefully. Like, I'm gay, and we're here, like trying to be a statement of a whole community, because just because there was such a thing like that. So I appreciate you making that statement.
Yeah.
Yes.
that was deep. I didn't really think about it until how you just said it though, Johnny, because I know people now that are still struggling with coming out or actually being able to be themselves around certain people. Even one guy that was recently trying to talk to me, he still was like, he wasn't out to his family, but his family questioned his sexuality because he never brought a girl around. So it's like he's never really confessed it. So I just found it really difficult for me to actually deal with somebody like that or actually talk to someone like that that's not really out, because it's like I've had that opportunity to really I didn't really get to say it. It was asked from my aunt to my cousin, and my cousin told her, but when she asked me, I confirmed it. You asked me, am I gay? Yes. Like I'm me. I don't know what else you want me to do. Like, you don't come home in a dress and they automatically associate gay with feminine.
Yes, they do.
Right. Right.
I hate that.
And that's one of the things that I had a conversation with my mother as well. Like, no, that's not what I want to do.
Thank
I,
you.
I love the fact that I'm a male. I like that. Y'all, I'm very strict. I'm very big on my gender identity as a male. I'm very big on that. Because oftentimes we get categorized as wanting to be females, and that is not the case for every. And that's
Gay
not the
man.
as a matter of fact, let's be real. No, let's get that language right. Because if you are a male that is identifying saying you are, if you want to be a female, you are a female. You're not even a male no more. You are a transgender female. So let's also get that right too. We not so it's a lot of it's 45 to 50 years of stigma, built in that we have to try to reverse back into. But we want to move on because you know how we can get into
Okay.
the topic. What is it? What is
Okay.
this?
Gender conforming and non-binary. All right.
I don't conform, but I'm not non-binary either.
So Patrice actually helped me come into terms with who I really am and how to identify that person, because I've told her many stories, me talking to trans women, me wanting to experiment with a trans man. I still love gay men. I like to date gay men, but I just have my head space when it comes to dating and just being in a relationship with people. I'm very open-minded. Like, I don't like to be stagnant with saying, hey, I'm just gonna just date this one particular type of person and make myself unhappy for the rest of my freaking damn life. Like, no.
Right.
So, but non-binary, what Patrice told me, non-binary or genderqueer is a spectrum of gender identities that are not exclusively masculine or feminine.
Period.
Did everybody get that?
Yep.
Read it one more time for the people in the back.
Non-binary, okay? Or if some of y'all don't even like to use that word, you can say genderqueer. Is a spectrum of gender identities that are not exclusively masculine or feminine.
Right.
Okay? Stop asking that question when you meet somebody on Jack. Are you masc or you femme?
I say yes.
Oh, that's so silly.
Me, bro, are you masc or femme? I say yes. Yes, what? Yes.
You know what I'm gonna start saying? I'm gender non-conforming.
Thank you.
And go ahead and block me. Thank you.
You know what though? But the thing is, these apps are literally updating their shit. They're updating their systems consistently. Like Grindr and Jack are now having these options where you can check non-binary or not. They having these options now, so it's up to you to kind of look that stuff up and realize what that is.
Thank you, and educate yourselves on certain matters, because I've ran into really, really ignorant people that don't know or hasn't educated. I took the time out to educate themselves on certain terminologies or words. So if I'm coming to you and I'm telling you I'm non-binary, no, I am not. I'm not saying that I am bisexual. I'm not saying that I am That's not what I said. If I wanted to be bisexual, I would have said that. That's not what I said. Non-binary. I like what I like, and you are my business.
Look, is you talking
about? Let me tell you about. I'm sorry, I had to go back to these apps because it was funny. Because I've been off them apps for a very long time, But there was one thing that I've seen recently on the apps, and it was like it took me a while to understand what this meant. And I think it's NSA. I did not know what the fuck that meant. I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Why is that? What does that mean? It took me a very long time to realize that means
What is it?
no strings attached, girl.
Period.
Oh yeah,
No
that's
strings
good.
attached. NSA.
But it's a
A hit and
thing.
run.
It's
It's a
right.
thing.
We do what we do. Get the fuck out my face.
It's a category that you can check on the apps now, letting you know that
That's fantastic.
I love it. Yeah.
I think that it's a thing now that people really need to talk about it. Like,
Because I don't understand why people on chat line talking about I'm just looking for a friend and somebody to talk to. Bitch, what are you doing? That's not what we're here for.
you can go on Facebook for that.
Right. I don't get it.
People say they're looking for friends. They be lying. It's okay.
No, you want more than friends, or or either you don't really want that, you really just want sex, and you just scared to say it. So
Yeah.
So when did you come into your gender identity?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Who wants to answer first? Y'all want me to answer first?
So I think that I've came into my gender identity early as I came into my sexuality. However, my gender gender expression has often changed. Because I was going through different, like, we go through different stages of life, so I want to express myself differently. But I think that I've never wanted to identify myself as something else. But I've always wanted to establish my identity because of the fact that it was so easy for a gay butch queen or a gay black male to be in the category of wanting to be a female because he's feminine or he want take and things like that. So I've always kind of wanted and stayed with, hey, I'm a male. This is I got a penis, but I got a piece in between my legs that I use faithfully. Um, but I have had incidents where my expression has changed in regards to how I express myself because I have been very, 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 very feminine before, and I have been, and I've kind of gauged on that level of androgynous, and so, and I'm gonna show you the spectrum in a second, so you can kind of see what we're talking about when we talk about that, and I'm gonna make all of them share their level of expressions on their thing. I mean,
Oh
their
my
level of
God.
their gauge on the spectrum when y'all see it.
Oh, you go ahead, Bryce.
Okay, so I came into my gender identity at 13 because my grandma asked me when I was younger. She was like, "You got shit in your tank," and I was like, "Hey." She was like, "You want to be a girl?" I said, "No, I ain't trying to be no girl, bitch." But then I was, but then after I got older, I was like, "I'm a boy. Like, I'm a male. I identify as male, but also if I want to beat my face, I'm gonna beat my face, and if I see something in the women's section, the plus size girl section, I want it, I'm gonna buy it. Period. I
Right,
don't.
right,
It is what it is.
right,
Like, you know.
No shit.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go, Patrice?
So I've always been a tomboy, like a super tomboy. My mom used to talk about when I was in church, it'd be after church. She liked to dress me in frilly clothes because I had long hair. And she said she would look after church and I would be with my cousins outside. I'd be spinning and they'd be pulling the lace off my dress. And I'd just be going, yay! I dressed like a girl because my mom wanted me to dress like a girl, period. Hated that shit, did not enjoy that shit. I can wear it, I can get up in it, really. But my gender expression is still kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, I think it's more fluid. I think I'm more gender fluid.
Mm-hmm.
But my attraction is only to males. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. So for me, I think I was 21 at about 2021. When I came into terms with my gender identity. When I first came out, I went through what I like to call around my generation. We had stages. When we first came out, or when you first had that open door to say, "Hey, baby, I'm gay and I'm free,"
Oh
and
my
everybody
God.
know. I
You
was
like
the
you just
biggest
super
queen.
gay.
Yes,
Baby.
you coming through, baby.
I'm
Ah,
talking about,
let me
Yes,
get
yes,
that.
God. I
yes,
was the biggest queen when I
yes.
first came out. I'm talking about tight clothes, jeans tighter than my
Bright
sister's,
colors, all
probably
of
wearing
that.
her jeans if I could wear
Yes,
her
Dancing
fishnets,
loud,
jeans.
all of
bangles.
that. All
The
of
ba-
that.
all
All of
the
that.
bang gang. If y'all met me
Yeah.
back in the day, y'all know Buddha had a bang gang with the design on it. Oh yeah, I was going through a whole phase of really trying to figure out who I was and what is it I wanted to be. I felt like, at first, like I said at the beginning of the conversation, when people hear the word gay, they automatically associate that with feminine. And I thought at that time, with me growing up, I
That's
didn't
it.
have anybody that really give me any ropes of this leeway with this gay thing. It was more so I just went into it and had to figure it out on my own. So my thing was, I was like, okay, well, I'm thinking of gay. Just like, just glitter me down, baby. Let me put some makeup on. I need me a full set so I can clink clink. I need earrings. I need the full one. You know what I'm saying? Eyebrows
Not
arched
the
to the
acrylics.
moon. I'm talking about out of there. So, but when I turned 21, literally, I think I came like it literally was like a overnight type thing. I woke up the next day and was like, this is not me. I'm doing this like I felt like I was doing this just to get attention, and I got the attention that I wanted, and now it's boring. It's like everybody expect me to be this gay person all the time, and this is just not me. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't do it. So I finally
Especially
came to
with somebody
terms with
walking
who I
to
really
you
was
like,
as a
hey
person.
girl. You like,
Right.
damn.
I was like, I know
Hot.
who I am. I'm good now. Like, I'm gonna stick with this. Like, I like looking like a man. I like dressing like a man. Like, I still do. I do the pretty boy stuff. I get me a little manicure, pedicure. Get a little design every blue moon. Might get my eyebrows arched, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, 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 yes.
Um, so I actually want to go ahead and move to the gingerbread person,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed
Yes.
Patrice have already done this before, but one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about was like how different things that we do um kind of dictate this, right? So for instance, you see how it's pointing to the brain for the gender identity. Gender identity is what you think of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like nobody else can tell you your gender identity, and I think that so
Mm-hmm.
often, especially in the generation of us growing up, people have told us, like, even you was in school, oh, you gay, you gay, you gay, not knowing who we had sex with, not knowing anything.
Exactly.
Even if you had sex with a male, you can have sex with a male and still in your mind say that I'm not a gay male, I'm straight, or vice versa. Things like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And people always get that fucked up. Like, stop putting your thoughts on somebody else because of what you say, because you in the box. Let
Right.
that man be a man. Like this whole down low thing, let's let that go. Right?
Please.
You know what I'm saying, you don't know, his gender identity. What you know is who he may have been sexually attracted to at the time frame, but that doesn't make him gay. Um, then we
Mm-hmm.
go, so then we move to gender expression, right? Which is the outside, which is what Shawn was talking about and Patrice was talking about. Patrice said that when she was in the 10th grade or before she was a tomboy, right? So that dictated her gender expression, right? You see feminine,
Still does.
and masculine. It dictates her gender expression. So I don't know Patrice to be a lesbian, right? Things like
Period.
that. But I can tell you one thing: at some point in time throughout the day, I can look at Patrice and say, "Damn, she's more masculine than I am." You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's on baby.
But
And
that
that's
doesn't
on
dictate
baby.
that doesn't dictate her gender identity. So let's
Right.
not confuse the two. And then you have your biological sex. What were you actually born with, right?
A dick.
The penis or the vagina.
Vagina.
Next, we have our sexual orientation. Now this one I wanted to actually switch to this particular one because I do think, and Patrice said it earlier, who you are sexually attracted to can definitely change than who you are romantically attracted to. Those two
Yes.
do not have to be the
They
same.
are not the same.
So, if you look at it, and hopefully you can see it. I know I can barely see it myself because my eyes are, whatever, whatever. Um, you can look and see how it's giving you parentheses. It says sexually attracted to it. It says women, females, and then it says femininity. But this can be interchangeable. So a person, you can be attracted to a woman that's a female that is masculine,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
or
And
vice versa. You can be attracted to a man that considers himself as a male, but is feminine.
right.
There are
Mm-hmm.
there are women that I know that are married to very feminine guys and have been and are successfully married. They are in love with each other, and you get you get the people, the background people, the people that the nosy people want to be in the business. Isn't he gay? Bata. No, that man ain't gay. He's married to a whole live woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Todd Chrisley.
Like Todd, thank you. Todd Chrisley is a great example.
No shade.
I love that man. I just seen him last night, bro. It's funny you said that, but I love that.
Yes.
And y'all done the way y'all done beat that man down, calling him gay. That man is straight. That man got 3 kids, happily married with that woman. Like he's not gay. He's just a very feminine man, and he will
I
admit,
know transgender women with kids. That doesn't
Right.
mean he's straight
Right.
at all.
right,
Mm-hmm.
No shade.
that's right. So, just to kind of give you a little a way a little gender a little thing of where I fall at, right? So so my gender identity is a male. My gender expression so it's kind of in between of the masculine and the androgynous. So I
Okay.
kind of fall on that side of the spectrum. Um, my biological sex is a male. I'm not intersex. We didn't go over intersex, but we have in the past before. We talked about that before. I know we have because I remember talking about that. My sexual orientation, I do consider myself as I don't like this particular chart because I don't follow this chart at all. I don't conform to this chart at all. So sexually attracted to, I am attracted to males, masculine and feminine. I am attracted to um I'm attracted. As a matter of fact, I really don't fall in that category at all because I'm attracted. I've dated trans women. I've been in a relationship with trans women as well.
Same.
I've never dated a trans man, but I definitely want to experience one in my life. I definitely want to.
No shade.
You know
So
what? Me too.
I don't fall. So I really don't fall into that sexual attracted thing because I have literally been sexually attracted to a lot of different walks of life, and I love that about myself. But romantically wise, I do fall. Romantically, I would rather be with the male more than anything. Um, so what do you guys kind of put yourself in? And we got like 2 more minutes of this.
Uh, I will put myself identify as a man. I will definitely say androgynous. I'm sexually attracted to men. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It don't matter, mask or film.
I was
Okay.
saying, yeah.
Because back in the day, I used to be like, what we gonna do? Bump purses? And I had to grow out of there. I had to be like, y'all so man. Like,
I've heard it before. I've heard it before. I've heard that before.
No shade.
I've heard that
okay.
before. As a matter of fact, I've like there was when I was back when I was like maybe 16, 17, there was a
Mm-hmm.
person that me and this person, and you guys know this person, she is she's now a trans woman, but she's she's a mother of a house and things like that. But when we were kids and we both were very feminine, we both had a crush on each other and wouldn't dare tell tell each other, right? We told each other years later, like when she came to my house for Thanksgiving, it was talking about little like dumb shit. But we had a crush on each other, was too afraid to date each other because I was too afraid to tell each other because we both were feminine, and we both said that same thing Bryce said, bumping purses.
Oh shit.
So yeah.
What about you two?
I would consider myself identify as male. I am attracted. No, wait. Did I do the right one next?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm attracted to masculine and feminine. I'm biological born male. Sexually attracted to. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say my biological.
This one look a little
Okay,
better.
let me see that. Okay, this is the one I need. Yeah. Okay,
I
gender
was born
identity,
male.
man. Gender expression. I'll put myself. I wouldn't even say androgynous, to be completely honest. I'm just in between masculine and feminine. I wouldn't use that word. Biological male. I would consider myself non-binary, which is not on here because I'm not bisexual or homosexual or heterosexual. I'm just me. And what's that last one? Because I can't really see it.
Commitment style.
Commitment style.
Casual.
Oh, you know a bitch casual.
Oh no, I'm monogamous. You my man. Don't get it twisted. I will punch you in the forehead.
I try to do that.
That's it. I'm not playing with you. We together.
Oh shit.
That's it.
Where we at with Patrice?
My gender identity is a female. My gender expression is fluid. My biological sex is female. My sexual orientation is it's a little bit of everything. I mean,
okay, ain't nothing wrong with this.
Ain't nothing wrong.
I've done a lot of things.
Taste the rainbow.
I got a lot of badges. And my commitment style, I can do all three of those.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And last but not least, I wanted to talk about you shared a phenomenal story earlier about why you talked about this topic. But there's a porn couple that I have fell in love with over the last couple of days, and Shawn introduced me to. So it is a transgender male transgender male who is dating a transgender female. And to give you some genitalia to put with that, the transgender male still has his vagina, and the transgender female still has his penis.
Her penis.
I apologize. Her penis. Thank you for correcting me. Her penis. And to see them have sexual intercourse,
yes, get it popping.
Is like she is still using her vagina. He is still using her vagina. Thank you. He's still using her vagina. He's still using his vagina. Thank you.
And she's used her penis.
Her penis. And but it doesn't dictate their sexual identity. It doesn't dictate their sexual orientation either. You know. So I thought that was a really good example of how that social not norm needs to be talked about and needs to be awareness so people can stop assuming these roles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That blows me. That literally blows me because even talking about it now, like I just know how people are so judgmental and think that just because she's a trans woman that she's supposed to date a man or a masculine man or a cisgendered man or and not date a transgendered male. So
right.
It is. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it anymore. I just feel like people should just be themselves and stop worrying about what people are doing sexually in their bedrooms if it's not concerning or pertaining to you.
Okay.
Nothing is normal. And I appreciate and I think that. What is normal? Nothing.
There's no such thing.
Normal is relative.
There's no such thing as normal.
Normal is very, very relative.
Okay. Normal is the new norm.
There's something about us that society would deem unnormal, if we share it with the world or not.
I agree.
Right.
Big facts.
Everybody is different, and you got to be able to deal with that.
So,
what time is it?
Patrice time. So we're going to go ahead and actually move to our last segment of the day, which is
that's our gang.
Patrice Peace. Can you give the people what Patrice Peace stands for, Patrice?
Positive education actually corrects errors.
So this is the segment that people can write in a question and
questions, scenarios, thoughts,
a letter.
Opinion.
We want to hear from you, and you want to hear from Patrice.
Okay, so I have my first letter. I have not read it yet because we all agreed to read it together, so it would be more authentic as far as my answer. So I am going to read it now. I'm not going to read it out loud. I'm just going to read it. Or y'all want me to read it out loud?
So the people can know.
Yes.
All right. It says, Dear Trees, I am a heterosexual woman that's been in a committed relationship for 2.5 years. Me and my guy met at my job. We started harmless flirting, hit it off, started dating. First year was great. This man treats me like a queen, holding doors, pulling out chairs, waiting on me hand and foot. There is nothing that I asked for that he did not get me. Where the relationship gets tricky is that my phenomenal man is married. Of course he is. Of course he is. I did not discover this until after his wife approached me at a restaurant a year into our relationship. However, this is when it dawned on me why I was never invited to his house.
Hey, we can't laugh at the people's letter.
I'm not laughing.
I am. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Invited to his house. He always told me that he stayed with his mom and he was looking for his own place. I was really upset that he lied to me, but I was not ready to give up on him. You wasn't ready to give up on what? This ain't your motherfucking man. I'm sorry.
The way Bryce just grabbed that pillow.
He and I have had many conversations about his other family, but for the most part, I'm content with the situation. Okay. I'm not asking him to leave his family or his wife. Me and the wife have more run-ins over the year, but nothing serious as we are completely aware of each other. The way he's treated me has never wavered. He still waits on me. We've been together 2.5 years. Within the past month, I've noticed that the sex has come to a halt. This is completely uncommon because we would typically have sex 3 to 4 times a week. When I questioned him, he said that he was having thoughts of another woman.
No.
My question to you is, what would you do in this situation if you and your guy was having sex on the regular and it slows down and he revealed that he was having thoughts about another woman sexually? Is that considered cheating? If he is cheating, do I deserve it, being that I am messing with a married man? But okay, so look, there's a lot to unpack. So we're gonna start.
Signed by who?
I'm sorry, I didn't even see that far. Signed a sister. Oh, baby. Well, it's okay because Black women have been trained to stick with their man no matter what. So, heterosexual woman, committed relationship for 2.5 years. So this is where it gets weird. You're not in a committed relationship. You're sleeping with a man that's married.
Thank you.
Period. He's already cheating. Well, what you would call cheating. Like, from the door. The day you found out he was married, you had 2 options, 3 options. You either was going to sit around and watch the shit go down while you're being emotionally manipulated and all that bullshit. You're either going to smack this motherfucker in the face and leave.
Exactly.
Or you're going to get into a polymortgage relationship where you sleep in the basement, the wife sleeps upstairs, and he bounces up and down. These are your options. This? Come on, man. We're too old for... Okay, look. I am not saying I have never slept with a married man, because I have. Several.
It's fine.
Oh, I'm all right with it. But they were hit and runs. It was never a relationship. I love you. These motherfuckers ain't never been to the Batcave. What do you mean? That's fine. If as long as it is a mutual consenting sex, who you sleep with really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, most married people are only married because of the kids. And the other ones don't know why the fuck they're married. Because they're unhappy as shit.
Because they settled.
So, the wife walked up on you. You got the shit. You were upset that he lied, but you wasn't ready to give up on your man. Baby, this is man. It never was. It never will be. It's just not.
Man, that is her man. That is her man.
Baby, he can't be your man when he's married and has children with somebody else. That's not what it's called. It's called you're in an affair. You're the side chick. Okay? Understand that. You are the side chick.
No thanks.
You know? So, the fact that you're not asking him to leave his wife, you're comfortable being the side chick, is where the shit really gets weird.
What's the point of asking?
It's the question for me at the end.
But you know what?
Because at the end of the day,
okay, Shawn.
It's the question. Like
at the end. Okay, hold on. Let me get back. What would I do in that situation? First, I would have told the wife to keep a chain on her dog. Then I would have stopped fucking him. I mean, I wouldn't have been in no relationship that long anyway. No.
Yeah.
Hit it and quit it. Especially when you work with somebody, you can't fuck where you get your money. You can't do that. That is not how that works. Don't do it. Have I done it? Yes. Was it fucked up? Yes. If you and your guy was having sex on the regular and it slows down and he reveals that he was having thoughts about another woman, is that considered cheating? Again, you were not in a monogamous relationship, baby. He's married to a whole live other bitch. Okay?
Okay.
So I think in her eyes, I think that she feel like that she's a certified side chick, which is totally fine. I do think that that is the lane of people right now. People are comfortable being a side chicks, and I get it.
I'm not mad about it, but don't do this crazy shit.
However, I do feel like in her mind, she felt like she was a certified side chick. So if I'm already your mistress, why are you thinking? How are you having thoughts about a whole other woman? Like, wait a minute, when is this?
Yeah.
Like, I should be the only person, the only other woman that you should be thinking about.
He owes you no loyalty. He's already cheating on
And this was how she fucked it up. This motherfucker is married and fucking you. Why do you think you the only one he fucking? I mean, let's keep it 100. What are you doing? That doesn't even make sense. Is he cheating? No, bitch, he's living his life. And no, you don't deserve it, but you need to learn the fucking lesson.
Yeah.
There's a lesson here. Learn it. You always believe people when they show you who the fuck they are the first time. All that wishful thinking and happily ever after, that's just not real.
Yeah, that is true. I do. What are y'all thoughts about the letter at all, or do y'all have any?
She needs to get some self-esteem.
You think it's self-esteem?
Yeah. The entitlement of it is so crazy. The fact that she's mad at him for thinking about other women the whole time, knowing that he's cheating on his wife. The fuck? Because
she's become so emotionally attached that she doesn't see the difference in him being married to somebody else and he being committed to her because he treats her so fine. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
she can go ahead with that.
The weekend, baby.
She can go ahead with that.
So I'm not going to put it in perspective of saying like it's like a male thing, but like I feel like in this situation, maybe he is really good with manipulation, with manipulating her and making her feel think that it's something completely different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, okay, yes, she knew he was married. Maybe he said, "Oh, I'm leaving my wife," or we going through a, you know, it could have been something that he said.
Oh, he didn't say any of that. She said the chick walked up on her. He didn't tell her anything.
And she continued to fuck him.
Right, and not to mention, I don't think that was a case, that was this case in this letter, only because she was content with
knowing.
Knowing, and she was content with him being married and staying with his wife. So I don't think that he was creating a narrative that he was going to leave his wife. I think that she was just content with that.
Right.
You know?
Right. This was a good one because that whole situation is just fucked up. You messing with a married man.
And you mad because he cheating on you?
And you mad because he thought he didn't even say he did that. He said he had a thought.
And you know,
with another woman.
One of the married guys that I used to fuck with actually looked at me one day when I was like, "All right, you got to go. I got something else to do." Was like, "Oh, I know you're not fucking nobody else."
I'm sorry,
motherfucker. You was whole life married. If you don't get the fuck out of my house, because somebody else will be here in 10 minutes. And I don't need your raggedy ass here.
You know what? You know what? I ain't even gonna front. I'm not even gonna front with y'all right now. There is two. Never mind. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, I do.
I'm just playing.
No,
not with it.
I do think that sometimes people do people do, like, especially men, have that possessive type of quality, and sometimes what I do think, I'm gonna get down and dirty to it. Sometimes what they can't do, that possessive shit with their wife because their wife ain't having it, they do with the side chick.
Mm-hmm.
So they can be possessive with the side chick and make her think that she can't mess with nobody else, right? So maybe that manipulation that you was talking about, Shawn, there's something to it, right?
Yeah.
Because in her mind, even though she's aware of the situation, she's aware that she's a side chick and things like that, that she's okay with that, right? Because she feel like in her mind that her and the wife are kind of on the same level, but not really. You know what I'm saying? There's a hierarchy there, and she registers that. But to her, in her mind, that's her man, and he told her that she can't be with nobody else. That's his pussy. She can't give it to nobody else, and she probably, and that's probably exactly what it is. So because he told her,
always be his lady.
So because he told her,
because he treats her nice and does shit for her, she thinks he really like her and want to be with him. You dummy.
So because he told her that, she has an expectation that he is going to be the same. Is going to be the same way for him in regards to him not having sex with nobody else,
right?
Or thinking about nobody else other than his wife, because his wife's still in the picture. And I want to, and it's so.
Mm-hmm.
You can't call him your man until the wife is out of the picture.
She was being faithful and all.
Like a dumbass.
If you leave your wife for me, I would never take you seriously. Because if you
being
leave your wife for me, what makes you think you're not gonna leave me?
You said what? What'd you say, Bryce?
I said, if you leave your wife for me, I would never take you seriously.
Ever.
I will never play side piece to nobody. I'm sorry, baby.
You are silly.
I'm sorry. We good.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. I honestly don't mind playing a side piece. I really don't. However, what I'm not gonna do is outweigh or outlive the main person. And when I said it to say, here's the thing, because the thing is, if you had a side piece with your main person, you probably gonna have a side piece with me. And I ain't even and I don't want it. You know what? And then I'm a side piece for a reason, because I don't want to deal with the rest of the emotional stuff that main deal with. I don't have to deal with that. I get a piece of you, the piece that I want, I get and I like and I'm content with. Other than that, you go back to that your main.
With that side piece, there are no expectations. It's just whatever happens, happens. There's expectations.
I'm not being a side piece. We fucking, that's it. We're never gonna see each other again.
Okay.
I don't be the side piece. I'm just a hit and run.
That's it.
Like, let me get in and out. Appreciate you, bro.
And then if I was the wife, you could have him. Come to the house.
Thank you for your services.
You can have him.
Like, when the wife would call me, I'd be like, "Girl, what you want? Didn't I teach him some new shit? You should be happy."
Just stay in your lane if you the side piece.
Right.
Stay in your lane.
You in that side lane for a reason.
Don't you ever try no wild ass shit.
As a matter of fact, y'all remember on Enough when Jennifer Lopez had called the girl, I think her name was Priscilla. She was French, And all Priscilla can say was, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And then Jennifer Lopez like, "No, don't be a fucking coward." Like, I'm sorry. I remember that, but that was when the side piece knew their place. They weren't posting on social media. They weren't liking
Right.
pictures, commenting on like y'all out of order.
There shouldn't be none.
I don't understand why people get mad at people liking other people's pictures. I am so confused by that.
There's a difference.
That's
Now,
messy.
now, if you let me tell you something. For instance, if me and Bryce are dating and you his side piece and I ordered us and you start liking
Okay,
pictures,
okay. If they a side piece, but not just like an ex or something. No. Okay, I got you. Okay,
yeah.
I got
Then I'm ready to fight because you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, you being funny.
You being funny.
You nicking with me at this point.
Yeah. But
leave a comment and tell us all that y'all cute together.
right.
Well, hey teammate, nice to meet you too.
Right.
You got to have you a starting lineup, team of 5 at all times. 5.
3 strikes.
They're all for different things. When you're looking for something particular, you call that one.
That's right. But I love my man. I love my husband. So we ain't,
That's on game.
I'm single, so.
But
I love mine too. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
right.
I'm about to throw my across the room.
Why?
Because you don't put your face. She said,
Y'all silly.
Somebody
Y'all
said
silly.
5.
But hello, 1, 2, starting 5 is in basketball. That's who plays as a starting 5, and the best people on the team are the starting 5.
Okay.
So we want to wrap today's up. I think that today's Patrice piece was lovely. You guys,
it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that letter. Keep them coming. I need this.
Keep your letters coming. Please keep your letters coming. I do want to give you a slight reminder of
triumph, victory, messiness. It's the virtual games of Gay Bingo. Join WCCB Charlotte CW and Rain for a night of online fun in support of those affected by HIV in our community. Saturday, November 14th at 7 p.m. Visit gaybingoclt.org for tickets.
And again, if you want to purchase your ticket, please look into the comments on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. They are there. The link is there. Just copy and paste that in your
all you see is pixels just going.
And purchase your ticket. It's a good show. I promise you. You're gonna love it. I loved it.
It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
So next week it's gonna be in Hot Topics. So figure it out. Not I'm talking about the audience. I want them to know what we're talking about when we talk about it in Hot Topics.
Oh,
also, we're gonna bust it down. We're gonna talk about it. What happened?
Yeah, I know. So I got scared for a little bit. I forgot. Kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Oh Lord.
So this is next week's topic.
Sex addiction.
I like it.
Let's talk.
I like it a lot.
Sex addiction. We also going to featuring Listen Up with Shawn.
Listen to me closely.
With Patrice. And we may or may not have the hot health with Jesse, okay?
Come on, baby.
The poor little man behind you trying to work, Johnny.
Come on, man.
All right. Well, I do want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. Again,
thank you. Have a great night.
Again, anytime throughout the week, if you feel like you have a story that you want to share, a question you want to ask Patrice, a comment you want to send it in. No matter who you send it to, no matter who you send it to, if you send it to one of us, if we can still get it to Patrice. So it's cool. All right, and I will be remiss if I don't remind you that.
out his shirt, Lord.
This too blind for me.
That getting tested
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
is sexy.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
yes, it is. Indeed. Indeed.